Alrighty, everybody. Good afternoon, and welcome to our webinar for Better Call Saul. Thank you so much for joining us today. You'll notice that all lines have been placed onto mute. At the end of the call, we will be doing a question and answer session where we will unmute the lines. If you would, please, take a moment and mute your personal phone. That way, at the end of the call, when we take the phones off of mute, we won't hear a symphony of outside noise that comes in, and we'll be able to hear questions for the Q&A session. Additionally, if you look in the top right screen of your top right corner of your screen, there will be a chat function within WebEx that you can use to type in any questions that you might have or for answering for the group. At the end of the webinar, we'll also answer those questions as we go. So with that, we'll go ahead and get started. In the room, we have myself, Paul Craythorne, we have Megan Green, Lucy Wayan, and Danielle Freeman. And so with that, I'm going to turn over to Megan.
Good afternoon, everyone. So we're going to start off by talking about the Better Call Saul promotion. So this year, again, we'll be featured in the third season premiere of Better Call Saul. And so our partnership with AMC and this television show is really to drive email acquisition for our club Cinnabon. And the way we do that is to leverage that AMC audience. Better Call Saul has a huge cult following, and so they get really excited to see our Cinnabon featured in the premieres, and so we want to leverage that excitement to drive traffic to Cinnabon.com and drive traffic to our bakery. So this year, AMC has granted us an exclusive preview to share on our website, Cinnabon.com. And so in order to view the exclusive preview, you have to give your email address. So basically, you're signing up for Cinnabon, for Club Cinnabon. And by doing that, you get entered into a sweepstakes for $5,000. So the sweepstakes is another tool for us to garner email addresses. And you can also enter the sweepstakes or get additional entries by using the hashtag BetterCallSaul and hashtag sweep through any of our social channels. And then, so that's the sweepstakes, and then we will also be doing an in-bakery giveaway for a 4-count of Bon Bites. And then both the giveaway and the sweepstakes will be supported through organic and paid social, as well as a lot of PR support. So here's everything that you'll be receiving for the promotion. On the far right, you see the in-bakery standee. You see that Saul's file folder mentions about the sweepstakes and how your guests can enter. This standee will be arriving separately. It's being shipped by AMC. It will not be shipped by Spring Lake. And you can go ahead and put out that standee in your bakery as soon as it arrives. The other items you see will be arriving from Spring Lake. So you have in the center a giveaway awareness flyer. So that's the handout before the giveaway to garner awareness about the Bon Bites on April 10th. And then the sleeve at the bottom is what will be giving Bon Bites, the free Bon Bites out during the giveaway event, which is branded for Better Call Saul. And then on the left, you'll see a bounce back coupon to begin distributing once the event ends. So we will talk more about that. So here's everything you need to know and when. So Monday, March 27th, the Better Call Saul sweepstakes will begin online. And then from that date to April 6th, you'll need to receive your auto shipment of 1 case of Bon Bites. You'll need to program your micros POS. Rebel will be handled for you. And then you'll need to receive your marketing kit from Spring Lake, as well as that separate standee, which is coming by itself from AMC. And again, you can put that up as soon as it arrives. Then on Friday, April 7th, you'll want to display your Easter counter card. We're going to talk a little bit more about Easter towards the end of the webinar, but there will be a counter card promoting Easter and Cinepacks. So you'll display that beginning April 7th, as well as beginning to distribute the Bon Bites giveaway awareness flyers. So start those on that Friday and try to deplete them before the event on Monday. And then on April 10th, that Monday, we will host our giveaway of 1 4-count sleeve of Bon Bites to each guest, and this is exclusively during the hours of 5 and 7 p.m. And don't forget to use the Better Call Saul branded Bond Bite sleeve during the giveaway. And then once the giveaway is over with, you'll want to start handing out the bounce back coupons at 7 p.m. Reason for this is for people that just missed the event, we want to have something to improve their guest experience and drive them back to the bakery. And so you can keep handing those bounce backs out until those are depleted. And then on Easter Sunday, April 16th, at the bakery's closing, you can, of course, remove your Easter counter card display. And then on Sunday, April 23rd, the Better Call Saul sweepstakes will end online, and therefore you can remove the standee and discard that from your bakery upon closing. And now I will turn it over to Paul for training and ops.
Great, Megan, thank you so much. Much appreciated. Alrighty, so many of the folks, or most of the folks on this call, have done a giveaway event with us before, whether it be previous years of Better Call Saul or perhaps even the free beverage days we've done in the past. So I think everybody would agree with the idea that one of the most important things that we have to plan for is product and production. So what we've seen in our previous giveaways is that this time frame, we can see traffic counts that will nearly double for that time frame. So below, or on your screen here, you'll see projections for bakery volumes, which are low, mid, and high, with the projected orders of 4-count bond bites we would expect, and also total bond bites that you would expect to go through during that 2-hour time frame. Now, as Megan mentioned, each location will receive 1 free case of bond bites. However, if you look at the projections here, or going off of your own history at your bakery and based upon your volume, there's a good likelihood that you'll go through more than 1 case. So make sure to take a look at your volume, what your projections are for your location, and make sure you order appropriately. Other items that are going to be in support of this, of course, the 1 case of bond bites. You'll be receiving 1 case of the branded Better Call Saul bond bite sleeves, which will be 1,000 count. Now listed here as well are the bond bite trays, the little white cardboard 4-count trays that are not going to be auto-shipped to you. You'll need to order from your bakery. So you'll need to plan for your projections of what you expect that you're going to sell and order appropriately. Now, when we think about any of these events, you can look at it a couple different ways. One way could be that I'm thinking about, hey, I'm giving away a bunch of products, but another way to focus on it is simply you're creating a sales building event, in the sense that from AMC to social media to all of the other outreaches we have for promoting this event, you're going to have a lot more traffic coming to your location. And what better way to make this event just fantastic for you and your team than to capitalize on the extra volume that's coming to the bakery. One of the ways to do this, of course, is by featuring some different beverages. Now, we say beverages because we're giving away a free food product. So likely, if a guest is eating something, they're definitely going to want to drink something. So we would recommend sampling the Mocha Latte Chill or the Cinnamon Roll Iced Coffee. So for your sampler that's out front, have them loaded up, prepped, ready to go with the Cinnamon Roll Iced Coffee or Mocha Latte Chill. And then from there, we'd also recommend that you perhaps set your prices for your Mocha Latte Chills and your iced coffee for this time frame at $2, and for your fountain drinks and or your lemonades at $1. Again, it just gives a better or an additional way to help drive sales at your location. So how do we make all of this happen? How do we have a fantastic event and have happy guests that are walking away and can't wait for the next event to come up? Well, one, you need to prepare your team. So we definitely recommend to have at least 3 to 4 dedicated people on the shift, perhaps more, depending on your volume and what you're expecting. But you also want to make sure that you're taking the time to thoughtfully and purposefully schedule aces in their places. What do I mean by aces in their places? Well, you want to look at your team members and determine who is your best host or cashier, and those 2 people or those people should be working your registers. You want to look at who is your best sampler, your most outgoing, energetic, bright, upbeat person that's going to help drive in traffic. The sampling piece on this is so important. We've seen year over year at our different giveaway events, if we have a sampler up front trying to drive traffic in, generally you will see a large increase in who's coming in. If the sampler is not out front, then that number could diminish. And again, you have a great opportunity for excess guests or additional guests that you can increase your sales with. Other ideas around is just to make sure that you're setting up your team member meetings so that at least 1 week out, you're coaching with your team as to what should be happening during the day, what to expect for production, who's going to be working in which places, and just as importantly, informing your team member of what the event's all about and why we are doing it, so that when they get asked by the guest, hey, why are you giving away Bond Bites today? They get the opportunity to explain, hey, you know what, we have this fantastic partnership with AMC. We've been featured 3 years in a row now with Better Call Saul. All sorts of great things that will help keep that energy going and drive repeat guests. So along with preparing your team, of course, there are also tools that are available on the Grid and on FlareLink. So what you'll find on both Grid and FlareLink, one is an execution checklist. This is going to be a recommendation of number of things that you can have set up and prepped ready for your location to execute this event very well. This list was pulled from the free mini-bond event from Better Call Saul, as well as coffee giveaways, and just a collection of the past events that we've done where we've had giveaways. So we're kind of grabbing our best practices historically. You're also going to find a new job aid for high volume Bond Bites. So we know during this 2-hour time frame, there's a good likelihood that you're going to be baking off more Bond Bites than what you normally would. So we updated a job aid to demonstrate how to bake off in half sheet pans instead of just quarter sheet pans. Additionally, you want to make sure that you're following through on the instructions for your micros POS programming, which all of these job aids and tools are already uploaded onto the Grid and onto FlareLink. Keeping in mind, it's especially important to follow the micros POS programming instructions to make sure, 1, the buttons are labeled correctly, and 2, that you're calling back with the POS support team after you've programmed to make sure that your location is properly mapped.
Okay, thanks, Paul. So now we're going to talk a little bit about Easter. So as I mentioned earlier, in the Better Call Saul POP kit, you will receive 1 Easter counter card. This is to promote Cinnapacks in your bakeries around this second biggest sales occasion for packs. So want to make sure you have support in bakery as well as outside. So you'll have plenty of digital and social running. On the right, you'll see the Fishbowl Cinnabon, Club Cinnabon email that will go out the week before Easter to promote packs. And then we'll also have paid and organic social media around packs in Easter. And then for those of you with digital mini board locations, you will see around April 7th an update with an Easter rotation. We have a great video to display on digital mini boards, and we'll also be repurposing this and posting the video online on our social channels. So log on to see that, but great videos to promote packs and then Bond Bites.
All right, thank you, Megan. So as she mentioned, Easter is our second largest Cinnabon selling holiday. So to help drive our guests to our Cinnapacks, sample hot plate items. It may help you to value sell guests up to Cinnapacks. Make the packs fun. We can color frosting in pinks, yellows, and greens. Make sure that they're holiday specific. You can also decorate the packs with bows and the little Easter eggs and put them in baskets. And then we also have the perfect Cinnapack job aid available on FlareLink and the Grid. So just to recap from this entire webinar, documents that are available on FlareLink and the Grid include your Better Call Saul giveaway, your high-volume Bond Bites production, micros programming, and the perfect Cinnapack. For those of you that do not yet have FlareLink, don't forget that your deadline is fast approaching. Cinnabon is paying for all user licenses for locations that sign up for FlareLink before April 30th. To sign up for FlareLink, please take a moment to scan the QR code on the screen. If you don't have a scanner or you have additional questions, please contact your FBC or me, Danielle Freeman, at dfreeman@cinnabon.com. If you need Bakery Manager access for the Grid, you can scan the QR code here or go to www.focusbrandsmatrix.com. And with any questions related to the Grid, contact Lucy Wayand at lweyand@cinnabon.com. At this portion, we're going to go through our Q&A question, and in a moment,